What's up, everybody? How we doing? Hey, I want to welcome you to All Day, Every Day, where I talk about whatever I want. So, what I want to talk about tonight is power slap. I don't know if you guys saw, this was on TBS last night. It was called the Power Slap League. So what they do is they essentially stand across from each other and swing as hard as they can and whack each other right in the jaw and try and knock each other out. They call it a combat sport. It is not a combat sport. I don't even know if you call it a sport. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's hard not to watch. Like, I can't lie. Like, it's fun to watch in this really weird way, but I also feel horrible for these opponents, like the competitors. Do they understand what they're doing to their brain? Like, I'm somebody who's an advocate for fighter safety, rider safety. I'm not a big believer in dismissing concussions. Concussions ruin lives. There's many things about, like, literally when it comes to the science of the brain, we've scratched the surface like this much. They don't know crap. They know hardly anything about the brain. And so the description that Dana White describes is this. He said, listen, fighters take blows all fight. And how many times do they get rattled? These guys line up and slap 3 times. So who's worse on the brain? I can tell you for a fact the slap is worse because you're literally hitting. It's called the button on your jaw that makes your brain rattle. And as soon as your brain rattles, your motor skills go and your body goes out. That is a definition of a concussion. These guys are willingly giving each other concussions to see who can hit the hardest and who can withstand the most pain. It's crazy, and there's no chance I'd ever do it. But I'm going to keep watching because these guys, nobody forced them to do this. They signed up for it. But at the same time, I do genuinely feel bad for what's happening to their brains and where they're going with it. But I want to turn this into a positive. Like, I want to make this into brain science study. These guys have chose to do this on their own free will. What I want to do is, we've always wondered about concussions and the effects and how it works. Could you imagine if they did a study where they said, hey, you sign up, but we're going to give you a concussion this many times, over and over and over, and just see what it does to you? Nobody on earth would do it. But that's what they're doing. They're literally hitting themselves in the head and giving concussions over and over. And it's not like mixed martial arts, where mixed martial arts, you can tap a guy out. Yes, a lot of times it comes to a blow with a concussion. But it's not like you just, it's a skill. Slapping somebody in the face, you can tell me all day long about technique. When you stand there with your hands behind your back like this, there's no technique. You're taking a hit. Maybe there's technique in the way you throw a slap to knock somebody out, but now you're telling me there's technique that's going to increase the brain damage. I don't know what else to say. They wear a mouthpiece. They wear cotton in their ear so they don't blow their eardrum out. That's how hard they're getting slapped. So, man, it's crazy. But I really think this is an opportunity. This is an amazing opportunity for some sort of brain study group or brain CTE, or what it does to your emotional status. Like, I was horrified when one of the guys woke up and he goes, wait, I'm in a competition? Where am I? And there's that empty look. And as somebody who's been knocked out a few times, more than a few, a lot, and I worry about what it does to me and has done to me long term. Is that why I have a little bit of ADD? I don't know. Is that why sometimes I have trouble remembering somebody's names? I don't know. But it sure didn't help. I know that. But I never intentionally gave myself concussions. These guys are essentially doing it on purpose, over and over and over, for fame, and I would say fortune, but I don't know how much they're making. Can't be that much. But it's absolutely crazy, guys. So, all right. let's see if we can get this thing. Somebody hit up, if anyone knows Dana White, please turn this into a brain injury experiment, because you've already got your participants. Just study them. That way you can actually give them the care they're going to need as they get older and they lose their minds, because that happens. It happens to a lot of people. Like, and I think, you know, people say, oh, well, just because you get a brain injury doesn't mean you get to go do horrible things and this, or you can't. No, it doesn't. But if you take somebody who's already a little screwy and add brain damage, yeah, we get some weird results. So anyway, thank you guys for subscribing to All Day, Every Day. I really appreciate it. I'm trying really hard to grow this channel. And yeah, so thanks guys, appreciate it.